Hello guys, so sorry about last night. I slept off, so couldn't actually do the Zoom call. So basically, I've noticed a lot of you guys actually understand the strategy, but where you're having issues is when to trade or trying to factor in what you're looking for, right? So I'm just going to go straight into it, and if you have any other questions, you can ask. Now, the strategy basically it's just easy, right? Now what we're looking for, like I said, whenever we're buying, we're looking for this, right? Now this is for buy, right? For a continuation trend. And this is for a reversal trend whenever we want to buy, right? Okay, so we could easily, as we said earlier, this usually is your entry, right? This is all buys, right? For a buy market. Now, whenever I want to buy, this is the pattern I look for, right? These two patterns right here. Now, I covered the strategy, explained to you guys that it works usually best Mondays and Fridays, right? Now, during the week, it also works Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursday, and Fridays. Now, the confusion for most of you is what to focus on, right? Now, basically, if you're trading on Monday, let's say you're trading GBPUSD, right? GBPUSD, these are the patterns you're looking for if you're looking for a buy. And if you want looking for a sell, this is the pattern for a sell, right? So a continuation, but and for a sell, this is the reversal pattern, right? And remember, this will be my entry. Okay, so basically this is what we look for. Now, as I was explaining, this strategy works with correlation, right? Now we need few pairs to verify if this is actually going to happen, right? If this setup for a sell is going to be a continuation, or if this setup is going to be a total reversal, right? Now, during the week or during the last class, I also said timing is important, right? Now, I work with Nigerian time. Okay, I'm from Nigeria, so usually the time I trade in the morning for the London session is 9 a.m., right? 9 a.m. for morning and 2 p.m. for the New York. Now, those are the candles I use. So what you would want to do is check your time compared to Nigerian time for the timing. Now, I'm gonna add in the indicator so we could easily see. Now, I'm just gonna put the session on chat. Now, this is the session on chat, and I'm going to be trading. I'll be showing you guys the exact time I trade. News are also important. Don't forget that. Okay, news are also important. So these are the time I trade. I'll just take this out. London and New York. So I'm just going to be take Tokyo session out. Now these are the sessions I trade, right? Now 9 for my time, this will be 9. I look for the vertical line. This is still 8. Now this is 9, right? Some people call this the London breakout, right? That's immediately 1 hour after the London Open. And this is usually, okay, let me see, this is 12. And my time here is 1. So 1 hour behind for the trading view. So 8 is 9 my time. So you could easily check your time zone and locate this candle. And then 2, this will be 1, which will be 13. And this will be 1 hour immediately after the open of the session. that's when I will look for a trade. Okay, so we have the time issue done. And basically that's just it. Remember yesterday, yeah, this was from let's go back to Monday, right? 13th, this is 12th. Okay, this is Monday, right? Now I can't remember if I traded on Monday. I don't think I did, right? I think I traded on Tuesday. I really have to check. So basically, if I'm trading Monday and Tuesday, in essence, I know this pair will be in control, right? GPB pairs are usually in control of the market on Mondays, right? So I know what correlation pairs I'll be looking at, right? So I know GPB pairs will be in control, right? On Mondays and Tuesdays. So let me just add this here so you guys could easily see. GPB are usually in control of the market, right? Mondays and Tuesdays, right? So the correlation pairs I would like to be using when trading the GPB pair will usually be, these are the pairs I'll be using: GPB USD, GBP SGD, and the Euro GPB. Now, if you notice, I have GPB, and GPB, right? So basically, this is just the pairs I'll be needing to check my correlation for Mondays and Tuesdays. I could also add Euro USD, but I don't use them for Monday and Tuesdays. I use them from Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, because those are the parts where the USD is in control of the market, right? So it's highly segmented, right? So the next thing I do is to pull up my correlated pairs. So I'm just going to take this out. Now you've seen the times I trade, okay? And I'll easily add up to compare GPB SGD. You might want to use this. Okay, I think I want to put it on a difference panel. Okay, so yeah, and then I want to add the Euro GBP. A new one also, right? So the next thing I'll do is just change this to become line chart to candles, right? And I will do same for Euro. Now, what you have to keep in mind is GBP SGD, GBP USD are positively correlated, so they move in the same direction. But GBP USD and Euro GBP are negatively correlated, right? And so we go to Monday, and this is Monday, right? So firstly, I could easily zoom out, and this will be the exact time I'll be taking my trades, which will be 8, right? If you look closely here, you can see there was a continuation pattern. I don't know if you could see that, but there wasn't here. All right. Now I think I don't remember trading during this session, but if you look closely during the US session, there was a break of this level. The low here wasn't as balanced as this, so there wasn't any break on this. You can see that clearly, right? So this gave me the idea of a W pattern, which I easily saw on the 5 minute. Like I said, you go back on a lower time frame to spot your patterns also, right? So you go back on a lower time frame to spot your patterns. Okay, so we could easily see about this is what I saw, right? And I saw a break and I pull back and a continuation. So this was my entry right here. I remember I told you if I'm trading during the US session, during the New York session, it will be right here 13. Right. So immediately after this, I took my trade. So this was how I got the trade on Monday. And I think I made close to 100% with just this trade, right? Now, if you look closely, you see, notice there's a break on this level, but there wasn't on this. That is why I use both, right? And if you notice, if you should add the Euro USD, they were not correlated at all. So this gives me the whole idea that GPB was in control. So USD had no strength to pull the market down. That's why I needed this. Okay, so this was my entry for Monday right here at this point. So I'll wait for the break of this structure and I had my buy. Okay, and that's all for that. And secondly, one more thing you might want to keep in mind is if there is a break of structure, usually it takes out the previous high. So not necessarily this. Yeah, it might even get to this point. So you just check for the previous high and you take note of this high, and that could be your take profit. Okay. In this case, it went very close, just a few pips before taking a deep dive down. But I actually think I closed way too early on this also, because once I make enough profit and I'm satisfied, I usually just close. So usually you could just take partial profit here and let it run. Now for Tuesday, right? This is the same thing that happened. Now for Tuesday, there was a news that caused all the spikes. So usually I'll be on chat at this point right here, right? So for the London session and for the US, which is New York, of course, mix it up for the USD. Now Tuesdays, like I said, Tuesdays usually GPB are still in control, but I didn't really trade this because there was a news, and if I had taken this trade, which I don't know if any of you guys did, you would have made some really good money. But you could see there was a pullback, a little pullback, right? And then a sell-off, right? And for the USD session, there wasn't really a setup right here. Okay. Now, if I move forward to today, okay, today, which is wow. Okay, so Wednesday, no, this is Wednesday. So you could see Wednesday we had GPB, SGD, and basically you could clearly take all this out. There was a break on of structure here, right? Now this structure was broken, but you can't find it broken here. Can you see that? So when you so this was like your M pattern forming during the US session, right? And it went right to the next day, right? So I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. Now for today, I haven't traded, but today is Thursday, so I most likely will be adding Euro USD. Okay, I'll be adding the Euro USD. So I'll take this out and put Euro USD. Okay. Now Euro USD is positive. The correlation is positive with GBPUSD, but you can see there's no correlation on the two here, which goes to say right now GPB is still in control of the market, right? So basically I'll be looking at this and GBPUSD because as of right now, USD is not really in control. All the patterns forming correlated patterns are on GBPUSD, right? So by the next hour, I'll be looking for a setup, but so far I can't find any. But if there is a setup here for a sell to be a pullback, then a breakout, take this out, which you can also see all the factors, the news that will be available today. Now, the same process goes for the AUD PS, same patterns, same rules. Okay, so usually my stop loss are very tight, and this is how I basically jump on any trade I want to trade. So it's actually easier if you guys could use MT4. So you could have your 4 chart in place, okay? Or whatever platform you're using. Okay, so you can see the correlation, and I think there was a GPB news at this point. So this caused every bit of movement we see here, right here at this point, which was around 8 when we should be trading. Okay, you could look closely, and the patterns are just really correlated, right? So there wasn't a pullback and a breakout or a sharp pullback that will give us an idea that this was going to pull back and then break out downwards. So basically, this is what I use. This is how I say timing is important. Knowing what pairs to correlate to what pairs is also important. So I think that was the trade I got on Monday. All right, so you don't really have to trade every day of the week. You could just master just 2 days, Mondays and Fridays, and you're good. Because like I said, this strategy works 98% accurately on Mondays and Fridays. So it will save you a lot of stress to focus on those days, right? All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.